No, no! Bruce, what have you done?
Oh, yes! We're just we're just two dudes in a magic castle throwing cats at each other. I don't think this is how this is supposed to work, but it's funny. Also, why is there just an active tornado? Hello, there we go. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mechachrono. Yeah, you always gotta watch OBS. It'll turn your mic off. Not paying attention. But, okay, well, then I will just reiterate. Here we are, once again. New game for Roleplay Sunday, Disco Elysium. Excited to get started on this. So, wondering how well I'm gonna handle this super duper narrow game window. Oh my god, hang on a sec. Oh yeah, and I didn't completely set up the scene collection, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be a Resident Evil Be Right Back screen, so enjoy that.
No way! I can't believe this!
Alright. Yeah, isn't that just it? It's as soon as you the one time you don't look to do an audio check to make sure the levels are popping is when the mic has vanished from OBS. But how you doing, Mr. Mechachrono? And what are we going to do with a character? And am I ever going to be able to keep centered in this frame? Thank you for the overlay check. I greatly appreciate it. Tired? Paying for the audio check. We've confirmed that the overlay audio is working and the overlay video. But yeah, this is the best place I could come up with for a place for the camera. It's very narrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep on target for extended play sessions. Okay, so we have the thinker, extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Sensitive, very psychological, a magnetic personality but unstable, might begin to lose his mind. Extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done but dumb as a rock. Create your own. I think we might just want to create our own. Feel like shrinking the game down to a window is going to be good. Well, I considered it, but I feel like there's enough text in the game. I didn't want to reduce the whole game window down. Although I feel like maybe I should have put a shader over the left when chat comes on. Maybe it won't be a huge deal. Alright, adjustabilities. Intellect, psyche, physique, and motorics. Oh, okay, I see. What if we did do weak physique and motorics? Do average psyche and great intellect? Hmm. Good psyche, good intellect. We weak but smart. I feel like this is good balance. Oh, okay, more points. Let's see. Logic. Wield raw intellectual power. Deduce the world. Encyclopedia. Call upon all your knowledge. Produce fascinating trivia. Rhetoric. Practice the art of persuasion. Enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse. Drama. Play the actor. Lie. And detect lies. Conceptualization. Understand creativity. See art in the world. Visual calculus. Reconstruct crime scenes. Make laws of physics work for the law. We get... Okay, so we get... I think we get 4 points to spend, maybe? Or do we have to dedicate... way through? Icky. Listen, hold yourself together, keep your morale up. Inland Empire, hunches and gut feelings, dreams in walking life. Understand others, work your mirror neurons. These kind of talking nonsense here. Authority, intimidate the public, assert yourself. Spirits decor. Connect to Station 41, understand cop culture. Question, charm men and women, play the puppet master. Okay, well I think we gotta go with that. Do we only pick one signature? Oh, we only get to pick one. Oh, Oh no, so it's not like select a list of things to be good at. Let's find one thing to be good at. I wonder if we get more. Your skill, what? We'll go with charm. Go with charm. Be a smooth talker.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Just keep on non-existing? Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Okay.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What was that about the X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle. soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Yeah. Back into the fathomless deep.
There. No ball of meat. No light in the formless nothing. Just night swimming.
I like nothing.
I know you do, baby. I know.
Bet you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion.
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Lanzi, let's go.
Right. Nothing town to fuck all borough.
Return trip to the silence, please.
Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir?
Don't stop. Keep singing. Sing me the song of death.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
You can take it. You're a champion.
Mother help me! There's a head attached to my neck, and I'm in it! Let's see. Stop. I don't want to hear anything more about this sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing. No, I'm not scared. I am a champion!
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help! Someone cut off my head! It's trying to murder the rest of me! Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth? I think we like that one.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
So the start of the game is just basically a walk through the process of waking up from a hangover.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Canema motor carriage.
Well, here we are. Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. It's like the usual Sunday morning. No, not a Sunday morning. Saturday morning, maybe. Like someone, wait, what'd that say? Looks like someone tore out the tape. Reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Oh no, I left the water on. See, bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liquor. I can manually control my dude. Oh! Oh wait, we can... highlight things. Nice.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Fierce discharge of masculine energy. Energy. Sure. Sure.
Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really? Nothing?
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Oh.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe I should touch it first, make sure there's nothing wrong with my... Nah, I don't care. Still wipe the mirror.
Behold.
Yeah. Could be worse.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Of course I do. It's some kind of superstar. I think I'm a superstar.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I'm not making it the... See, I have no idea why it's there. It just is.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No, this is what superstars do.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Let's see. I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies.
Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens.
I promise. Lie.
You liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead. Try something.
Okay, so what do we have here? Encyclopedia, Formidable 13. Dig into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Electrochemistry, Impossible 18. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. Very low, low. Might as well.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Doesn't seem to be any kind of penalties. So.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Okay. Satin shirt. +1 to conceptualization, -1 to suggestion? Wait, why does wearing a shirt make me less suggestive? Disco ass blazer. -1 to Savior Frayer, +1 to electrochemistry. Okay, well, we have pence.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
Just turn. How drunk are we that we have a 28% chance of pulling a tie off of a ceiling fan? Turn the fan off.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
You turn the light on.
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. The lights are off.
Okay.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. If it's your friend, why was it up there? Who ties their friend to a ceiling fan? Maybe this thing is dangerous somehow. An ominous, foreboding feeling fills you as you look at the tie. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine.
Ugh. We have a
You
tie
hear
in
a
the
jingle.
Oh.
Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
You grab the shirt. I want my persuasion to go down. Just give me a negative to suggestion.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Assess the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Break it with my own hands?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend.
Oh!
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it wasn't me.
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it?
Possible.
This person also forced the drinks on you.
I should go get that shoe.
A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Hey, we have a shoe.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face.
Okay, we can't pan the camera. Calendar says it's March. The year is 51. Get downstairs.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Turn your bloated face away from her and just keep on walking. Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
Oh,
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
why did you call me officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
What business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
By the expression on her. Let her know you want her. Physically. As a red check, it cannot be retried. It's a better than 50-50 shot. Now we're in no frame of mind for this. Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
A glib remark. Don't let it stand. Assert yourself.
Better let it go. Say nothing.
Retreat is not a winning tactic.
Do the smile.
The words have already
No!
left your mouth.
No! Come on, no. I just said smile, not...
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again.
No, I don't want to.
Come on, man. Pretty, please. One more time.
I said I want to have fuck with you.
Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you?
Let's see. Cop of the Apocalypse. Superstar cop. It's been established. I'm a superstar cop.
Okay, that's cool. Or if I can just maybe ask you to elaborate on that superstardom a tiny bit.
Oh, I like both of these options. It means I'm a bloated old drunk with sideburns and disco pants. If I don't have a joke up my sleeve, it's on me. Or I sincerely think I'm a superstar. It's a theory I'm developing. Ooh. We're gonna go for number 2 here.
I have certainly been entertained. Thank you. Whatever you are, you should stick to it. Otherwise, it's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
Fair enough.
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
What, throw my shoe? Yeah, we gotta find our shoe. Where are you? You left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. Take the cigarette? No. Just observed the cigarette. Stairs. Our door closed for the winter. This is where the lyrics were. A big old karaoke mic. Just waiting for someone to sing into it. Speakers connected to the radio. Music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
Soul's cubic content is obscured by this hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard. Through a PA system, by other people.
This goes well with the theory that I'm developing, that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, get the people going.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. Water cooler. Large bubble is rising to the surface. Okay, what are you? Oh, a woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today's starts in a man's handwriting. Okay, so we observe something, and then I guess our insight gives us that little blue bubble. Gets us like an additional bit of information. And reads, Mess Hall reserved for Union members. Doors open at 1600. Royal pinball machine is unplugged.
As you approach the door leading out of the hostel, the bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket turns to you.
Excuse me. I think you may be the person I've been waiting for.
Sir, I am wearing one shoe. I have no undershirt on.
If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, This man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Hold on, who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
Oh, okay. Shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Damn it, I should have put a shirt on. Would have boosted my conceptualization.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Theodore J. Dickinson. It's not yet time.
Okay then.
No narration.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
No, I haven't.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
Look, man, I just want to get my shoe back. Priorities.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
We can't always get what we want, can we?
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What were we supposed to do again?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
Let's get going then.
After you, officer.
Interview the cafeteria manager. New task, inspect the victim's body.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
It might be in my shoe. We need to find my shoe.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Okay, where's the window that we broke? I feel like it should be here somewhere. Wait, is that my shoe? Get up there. I see it. Oh, hey, we can run. Ha! Gust of brainy wind washes over you.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet,
Excellent.
like two baby crocodiles.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
The smell of the sea makes me dizzy.
Yes?
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Nothing, just an observation.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Gathering evidence? You're kidding me. Why containers? Oh, okay then.
He simply nods.
We're just gonna buy that. Hey, Mr. Ninja.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. Can't remember a single thing.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
No, literally nothing. Only what you've told me.
Do you want me to brief you?
Brief, yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Who was the caller?
To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
You say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious.
Then you are in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers union. Maybe more than that. The union clearly wants a piece, not just of the industrial harbor, but the Wild Pines Corporation itself.
Is this a strike then? Or the first shots in a workers' coup?
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the Union rarely overplays its hand, as it appears to have done in this case.
So is this a strike or an attempted coup?
Strike, coup, revolution, it's brigandage, however you parse it.
You feel something rising through you. A familiar feeling. An opinion.
An opinion is taking form. Let's see. We should ground the workers into fine paste and feed them to pigs. We should ground the owners into fine paste and feed them to pigs. This little foreknowledge, I am unsure which sides to grind into pig's feed. The decision must ferment into me. Also, nationalism. I don't think grounding one or the other side into pig's feed will do anyone any favors. I am really, really smart. I've spent the last 20 seconds deciding on which side to ground into pig's feed and why. Oh, we'll go with number 4.
When I said we have to navigate community matters, I did not mean we have any say in them. I meant we should be careful. If we are not, the shit will blow right in our faces.
From an imaginary fan.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
We're from different precincts. Why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia. I don't remember being in on anything.
That's good.
I don't remember being in on anything.
That's good.
Okay, so tell me about it.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
You should tell me now. This seems relevant.
Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Okay, I think we have all the info.
Good.
It seems that we have a new follower. One of us. One of us. One of us. One of us.
Thank you, Mr. Ninja. Also, welcome in, Beej. Also, I'm going to be right back real quick because I'm really cold and I'm going to put a jacket on. Yeah, I was excited for the new guy too, and then I read the message. Yeah, you gotta wonder, like, how do they think that's going to play out? Okay. You just talk like a bot the entire time. Yeah, we got some money. Cool. Should probably find our badge. Oh yeah, it's hello friend. I love your streaming content and gameplay style. I will like to be a dedicated follower and friend. Could you share your streaming schedule through Discord? My username is bot.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Yeah, like if you're that interested, schedule's easy enough to find.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Time to rest yet. Wait, this is actually our apartment. We're going to be staying here.
Yes?
I thought you might have something to say about apartment. Okay, badge is nowhere to be found. All right, so we have missions: sing karaoke, interview the cafeteria manager, inspect the victim's body, report my missing badge, figure out what's going on with this pissing contest. Sunday going? Oh, not so bad. Just not overly productive. Pretty much, I got my run in. Made tacos. Ate tacos. Tacos were good. Watched Chrono stream. Didn't really do anything else productive, and now I'm here. How about you guys?
A man in his late 20s with a thin, unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
I'm really tempted to make my leftover taco stuff into nachos. I've got about a quarter of a bag of tortilla chips left. Enjoying the Chiefs losing currently, but I've also made no money on Super Bowl squares. Oh yeah, I need my office is doing a Super Bowl square thing. I put $5 down to get a square. No idea. I don't even remember what numbers I needed or what the score needed to be, but
Could he be irritated with you? He avoids eye contact altogether, like you're not even there.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
I wish somebody would narrate the parts in between the dialogue.
Yes.
Yeah, how's the game going? What's the score?
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
24-0 for the Chiefs. Oh, no, not for the Chiefs. For, who is it? Pennsylvania? Eagles? Eagles. Nice. Man. Wait, how 24-0? Is it past halftime? Are we gonna get a Super Bowl shutout? That would be devastating. Third quarter just started. Nice, 24-0 at halftime. Well, yeah. Imagine getting all the way to the Super Bowl and just getting shut out. Oh man, Philadelphia is gonna go nuts. Yeah, especially if you're the two-time returning champion team. Which good. I hope they don't, because if anybody's gonna get 3 back-to-back Super Bowl wins, it should be the Steelers. They were the first to get 2. Pretty sure they were the first to get 2. Should be the first to get 3. I'm currently in between names.
Fantastic.
He's about to say something. Let him.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Aha.
Do you have her number?
It sounds like a voice in True Lies.
As a matter of fact, I do.
Looks behind a pile of coasters and finds a slip of paper. Hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No,
Dance
I live in
slowly.
Denmark. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Right then. Questions. I got this.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
Oh,
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
I'm a cop. Everything is my business.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
thank you.
Opens up his little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. Mystery solved.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct.
Everything has something to do with everything.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Where exactly is the body? We're gonna pretend we don't know.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
I married Rambo. Let's see. What is it when he's being interrogated? You know, the guy say, "I'm going to take that scalpel, use it to kill the guard, use you as a human shield, use the scalpel to kill the guard, and then snap your neck. And how do you plan to do that? No, my handcuffs? Yes. I picked them." That's a good movie. Did you guys watch the, I think it was on Netflix. There was a show with Arnold, very True Lies like, except for instead of his wife, he played a spy family man, and it was his daughter that was also a spy. And hijinks ensued. It was actually really good. I enjoyed it. I don't know if it's getting another season or not. Tempted to watch it, but didn't know. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Know what I'm talking about? Fubar. He'd Burn. Oh, I watched all of Burn Notice. I really liked the first few seasons of it. By the end of the show, I thought Michael Weston had become just so unlikable a character that I was just kind of rooting for him to actually die. Like it was really good. I loved it early on, but like just by the end of the show, I was like, okay, you know what? You're just really hard to root for. You're just becoming just incredibly hard to root for. If they had cut it about a season or two earlier, it would definitely go down as one of my all-time faves. I've got, I think, seasons 1 through 4 on DVD over there.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
I don't know, he seems pretty defensive. Something the killer would say. What's your problem with me?
Why would I have a problem with you? You're a hero, cop.
So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero.
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
What did I do?
What did you not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
Ah, the dead body. I didn't actually get it down, did I?
You're right, you didn't. And it's only taken you 3 days not to.
What have I been doing all this time?
No, I haven't seen you around. I just got here, remember? Was there anything else?
I guess that's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
what?
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
Why is the necktie talking to me? Save your fare, medium, slip away unnoticed. Very low chance of success. What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
Pronounces the R with a mock aristatic accent. Boy, they are kind of out in force tonight, aren't they?
the IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve
Like
currency.
super bots.
Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Oh, I understand. You mean I owe you money?
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
You're under arrest. Did I just hear my ties speak to me twice?
No one is saying that! No one is saying that Ty can talk! That would be ludicrous! It's just that you should arrest him. It would be wiser. He wants to take your money.
Yeah, I am not comfortable with this. Try to tuck the tie away.
The lieutenant watches you fiddle with your horrific tie, sweat stains forming under your armpits. He puts his hand on your shoulder.
If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for the wages.
That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
Do I owe this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
Okay. What? Okay, so I'm running out of options here. I don't want to arrest the dude. I just want to, like, start a tab.
Let's see. 3 nights. Another thing you've annihilated.
No one is saying that! No one is saying that Ty can talk! That would be ludicrous! It's just that...
Take the tie
Somehow,
off.
the knot is stuck, so you can't get it off. The lieutenant watches you struggle with it, the sweat dripping from your brow. He puts his hand on your shoulder.
If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for the wages.
Okay, but what exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Oh, I'm just getting my bearings.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Proceed, show him the coins we found. Is this money?
Yes, it is.
10 plus 10 equals 20, plus 20 equals 40. I'm now down to 90, right?
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
Okay.
He stands silently, looking at the coppers on the counter. For a moment, his antipathy is overcome by compassion for the sheer smallness of the money. Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Darkness rides, pick up the coins, or keep it to yourself, keep it
There's
to
a shuffle
ourselves.
of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
Happens now.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Nyeh.
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
I'll see what I can do.
I'm sorry I couldn't help more. You should take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car, okay? We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
And wants to say something, then thinks better of it.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But
No
you've
idea.
been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know, near? South, maybe?
You don't really know, do you?
I have only a vague blackened image.
A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop. Trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a building.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Hobo
Hello,
cop.
sweetie.
Elderly woman turns to you with a smile.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Does that mean you like me?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides.
Aw.
In another time and place, she might have flirted back, but that ship sailed long ago.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
You and me both, lady.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Hire her with what money? I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria. It was on my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
I have no idea.
We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world.
This
We're
place.
fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost. Our partner over here has got to be like, what is happening right?
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's the spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Ooh, let's see. Some kind of democracy, maybe. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the I don't know how to say that. Proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. Cop. We are living under the cop regime. No cop regime.
Actually, we are not.
Oh.
You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol. Try one more time, officer. What mode of government?
Damn it. I was really hoping it would be a cop world. Okay, well, let's see.
Some kind of democracy, maybe?
Nope, sadly not.
Oh.
Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Huh.
Meaning, buying is voting.
There's no government. How come there are cops?
Oh dear. And
Shakes
we're
her
doing
head.
so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
It's this revolution you mentioned.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
Does that have to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
Oh, how did I do?
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs, and while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
The lieutenant.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either.
Ah,
I'm a detective.
some partner.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Would you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
I know, but there are also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Why not? 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down.
Ah.
Perhaps another time.
Alright. Gotta get going.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Door is bolted. Sign reads, kitchen reserved for personnel until 1 o'clock. Could have had a wheelchair used in the inside. User on in the inside. Okay, that makes sense. Sleeping dockwork. And is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. Back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Lieutenant, who is this?
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
Is he sleeping during the day?
Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Took his magnesium pills.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Alright, guess we gotta go check out the body. Sign reads, "Fuck the police." Go, pigs go home. The street name is illegible. The snow melts in the wheelbarrow. Bottles inside. You can pick them up if you had a bag. Rue de Saint Elysium 8B. You.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Huh.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Kind of boots.
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Tenant, workers' bootstraps.
Noted.
Maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Oh.
1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46?
Is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
Pretty good at this, aren't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many?
8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
The same guys are going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Heavy one, 200 kilogram impact. Or imprint.
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one
Ah.
carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
One of them was carrying him over.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
Thinking, why did they have to carry him?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Maybe there was a physically impressive strongman in their midst. Someone who wanted to impress their peers.
Let's see. Maybe the carrier wanted to impress their peers with a display of physical might? Maybe the victim refused to walk to his own lynching. Maybe the victim wasn't conscious.
Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between two men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see? 200?
He might be right. 200 kilograms of...
Possibly.
But why?
Yes, they could...
Maybe there was a physically impressive strongman in their midst. Someone who wanted to impress their peers.
Maybe the victim refused to walk to his own lynching.
You have a point there. Anyway, it's something to consider. What else can you see?
Light step, number 41 shoe.
A woman? Or a kid?
Don't think there's any way to be sure.
Understood. Anything else?
Aberration. One sole is smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the odd sole. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
He regrets it the moment he says it.
Don't say anything, just nod.
I don't know why I said that. We are not looking for a drummer. We are looking for a group of dock workers.
Dock workers can be in bands.
The lieutenant clearly appreciates the chance to clear up the drummer issue himself.
Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Was actually thinking the exact same thing.
He doesn't seem to hear you, looking south toward the traffic jam instead. The machines are silent. The engines are all turned off.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes, prudent.
Mm-hmm.
How old do you think these tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Ravachol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy. Isn't it strange to have your assumptions confirmed like this? This is what someone whispering suggestions in your ear would like you to feel.
We should withhold being content.
The lieutenant is saying something, but you can't hear it. Suddenly, it seems like your tie is alive again, whispering. No, screaming into your ear.
What? Withhold being content? What are you? Mild to moderately disabled? That doesn't feel like something you should do. Live a little. Everything on the damn crime scene fits like a glove. You should get shit-faced on this damn crime scene.
Damn. I'll find a way to get drunk on this scene. I swear to God I will. This is not how vivid I want my inner life to be. I just want to get back to solving the crime now.
Shut up, fuck midget!
God damn.
I have no idea what's going on here, but you should not do anything that the horrific necktie tells you to do.
Detective?
Everything fits. We should celebrate by getting absolutely under the hammer in this yard. I'm experiencing a mild malfunction, Lieutenant. Something to do with my tie. It'll pass. Can you hold on for a moment?
The lieutenant looks at you curiously. A beat passes in silence. The wind blowing. The cargo belt squeaking. The lieutenant doesn't understand what's happening right now. You're twisting at your tie, looking sweaty even by your standards. He needs to say something.
I agree. Our assumptions could be wrong. Better not to have them confirmed just yet. Do you see anything else?
I think we've been through it all. When do we get a level? Can we improve our stuff? Total physique. Total mortix. Total psyche. Total intellect. Kind green ape. Huh. Why can't we equip the kind green ape pen? It could help me think. Oh. What did I do? Rewind, trace your drunken steps back home, jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here, fall over, get up, asphalt in 20 minutes, shuffle. Temporary research bonus. Research times. I don't understand this. Bonuses from thoughts. Hobo Cop. We think about this and then we play the game, it'll progress?
Kuno's got this.
Boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a
Damn.
gremlin.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno!
A moment of your time, please.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
What? You see what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Oh.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
Wipes sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kid, you want to hang out? I'm not a narc.
Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
You kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Look, I have questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
I gotta ask, who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
The boy points to his chest with both thumbs.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Interesting. You refer to yourself in the third person to distance yourself from the situation?
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book.
The boy knows he has an addictive personality. Admirable insight for his age.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
Thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent, like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Just answer the questions.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
It's full blast now. The wind carries the message far and wide.
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Are you high right now?
Help! Misters, help!
Prances around, eyes bulging out of their sockets, rolling hard, yelling at the windows.
He's having the time of his life. Total ecstasy. Fuck the pig.
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
Who put you up to this?
No one. Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you. Change your plan. You can't let that happen. It will make things harder down the line. You may end up missing crucial information.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
Someone put you up to this.
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Listen to your friend.
Kim, did you do this?
Yeah, we're all in this together! The Banani Poiko's losing it!
The lieutenant doesn't even shrug.
Help! The RCM is trying to fuck us!
What is this sick charade?
No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
Illogical, kid. I haven't done anything to you.
Fucking logical! Help! The logical pig is fiddling Kuno!
See. Oh, we are not strong enough to beat up a child. Damn it.
Look.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that.
Yes, how do I get back to it? I want to go back to that thought. How do you know that? You can't see inside my head. Can you read my mind, Kuno?
I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I know what you were thinking. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit down. You know what? You should have hit the Kuno, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Backing up was a bad idea. Now he thinks he's established dominance over you.
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
Nice peepo.
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper! You don't know where I come from! You're just Kuno's bottom bitch!
Whatever, I have questions about the crime scene.
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
About the crime scene. You kids often play in this yard?
Right, Pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
I might have questions later. For now, let's talk
Yeah,
about
whatever.
something else.
Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Potty, what do you know about it?
Shitload, Pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
Kim, help me out. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
The usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything suspicious?
You seen anyone suspicious around? Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
So you don't know anything?
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. Trying to make the Kuno sing into the popo phone.
You know how he got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Oh, okay. So where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City.
It's a different
anywhere.
game everywhere.
That sounds
Anywhere.
like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
And where is Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
Looks like you're a fagari now, whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Exactly is going on with this kid? Wow, we have very low chance at this.
He's on your crime scene,
Yeah.
bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
You know, listen, I know this boundary pushing thing is new to you, but it's old news for grown-ups.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno pushes it. Kuno pushes it hard level. You should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of you.
You okay, Kuno?
Looks worried. The Kun has her confused.
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
More questions about the crime scene.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
I guess I don't have more questions.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck about it?
Body, no.
You're testing Kuno's patience.
Get lost,
Alright, well, I'm out.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
We shoot Kuno now, maybe? Letter R, where's a crown? Ribbon below, light above descending.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
Well, it is a container. Maybe you're prioritizing it.
Lieutenant, what do you think? Let's see, well, we'll keep our hunch to ourselves.
The lieutenant leans in to inspect the lock.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
That's probably easier than prying it open.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Score doesn't change for the next 6 minutes. You win $100. Nice. What's the down? Really just scored a field goal. Now, is that the does that mean the score has changed, or do you mean after Philly scores this field goal? Current score is 40-6. Oh God. Boy, it's misery in Missouri. Six for NFC, 0 for AFC. Nice.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst.
So as
his
long
lips
as
are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
long as the Chiefs, just hang on to the ball for the next 6 minutes and don't go anywhere with it, you're good to go.
You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
As long as Kansas City holds off for like 3 minutes and then holds off Philly from scoring again, yeah? All right, here we go. No more points for the rest of the quarter. Endurance. Let go of your nose without throwing up. God, what is that? Why is it so bad? Oh, 8 minutes
decay.
left.
It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow!
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected, more fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Let it out. We probably needed that anyway.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst. Until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Fucking corpses.
Keep it.
Thanks.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Oh, where do we get ammonia from?
There is freight nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't... There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Pretty clever.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Cool. So we can't get near the body until we, clean it up.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
Just want to ask some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
So dramatic.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Child, converse with me. You there, behind the fence.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me. I'll die before I squeal. What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of here, face. You got done. Talk to me.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
My partner told me that you may have some ammonia. Can we have some?
Sure. I'm done with it.
Added honor? Okay.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
It's this fuck the police business.
Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Never mind.
She shifts in her seat awkwardly.
Directions. We need directions? I don't think we need directions.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Huh.
Does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated.
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Okay, how do we ammonify? Oh, hey, gloves. Cool.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white
One
eyes. The
has
body below
ammonia.
is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
We're just gonna keep throwing up? The ammonia didn't help at all.
Nor does the wind right now.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Just do it without me. I can't keep it down.
No. This is a two-man assignment
God
because
damn it.
it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help. You need to get your shit together.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue
Yay,
is over,
we've gained a
go
thought.
to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Alright. We have a thought. Volumetric shit compressor. Shit is a part, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together. Compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the 2 hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Maybe that will help. What? We're just gonna walk around with our cheeks clenched? Why? Why would we do that? Okay, but why?
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
Rax?
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
No, it doesn't. Nothing stirs in me, and it isn't callous, it's common sense.
Okay then. Maybe you're callous yourself.
You need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
This trash container is locked. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
Do it anyway.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes of cartons.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar-marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab,
Reach for it.
long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Bag the shirt.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
Thrown out towel, a mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Think someone from Whirling might have been involved?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Should ask the kids who put them here.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
Okay.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Get out.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you
With
can
the
still
container
make out
sludge.
forms and notes, written in a man's
Break the latch.
handwriting.
I don't want to throw one of the kids in the dumpster.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what this is.
It is. Look. The plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
One from whirling through it in the trash? I don't know, I'm boring.
Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime, or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives.
Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
The mug. I'm getting that mug, too.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Antique?
Only in its social sensibility.
Take the mug.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Interact. Broken-eared mug somehow made its way into the whirling and rags dumpster. Depicts a person of Sumerian descent frolicking in a field of saffron flowers. Eh? Much interacting.
It's the
there.
legend found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Browse the white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What's in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases, undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
Cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
God knows I've made my share. He tries not to think of them. Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
There's mention of a naming convention here.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
My, and they're written in capital letters, too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
More?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
Commit to paper using the pen Lena gave you.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Last 5 minutes of game time. It's now 40 to 22. Somehow you have 0 and 2 as well. You're nice. Been in and out of the money 5 different times in 4 minutes. So the score just needs to hold the way it is right now for the next 5 minutes.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you.
Oh, minute 50 of game time. Over the Eagles have the ball now. Gonna take the knee. Is this third or fourth still?
Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely
Fourth. Okay, so
useful
it's
tool for a
over.
detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
Eagles destroyed the Chiefs. The last 2 Chief touchdowns have been the Eagles letting off gas.
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Don't count your chickens yet. Could be a fumble. There could be a safety. Just hang in there.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your finger across the aluminum.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Is it over? Did they run it down? You lost. You won the biggest quarter. Nice. Lieutenant, what's this?
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
You spent $30 on squares, you won $100, so you're up 70 on the weekend. Nice. So yeah, so what's the final score? 40-22. I have 0. I don't remember if I had 0 on one of my squares or not. Or 2. I don't know, I guess I'll find out on Monday, I suppose. Interesting. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by destination.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved. How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking.
Maybe it'll have my address. How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like...
All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Nice.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Maybe it's kitchen tissue. They look exactly the same.
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not, though. It's toilet paper. Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry, peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better. In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper, some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. But they appear pleasantly vague. These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Ah, interesting.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
So we have an item that, one, can issue a fine to people at our discretion, and 2, can send people to a specific place at a specific time at our discretion.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it.
Upcoming game, The Bustling World? I have not. Not seen that. What's the deal with that?
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it. With your hands, you 4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Fusion-inspired isometric open world. Often civilization have to decide how you make your way.
Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some. Then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some reason. The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner. It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later.
Bummer. Okay, so we got a ledger. That's cool.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
Look at all that content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Thought it might have been like a clue or something. Just into the face of every merchant I find, tell them this is your inane ideology. Mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital, mask my badass hustling, i.e. fraud and embezzlement. Mug doesn't belong to a trash. It's just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore? I guess 1?
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work. Just finish your case, detective.
Okay, fine. Bustling world. Live a peaceful life. Walk around on rooftops. Open up people's chests. Throw people out of carriages. Race horses through the streets. A little bit of murder. People up. Yep, that's bustling all right. Interesting. Okay, so got all that over here. Baconator, time for lunch. Wait, who's saying that?
Volumetric ship compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
The fuck? Okay.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
Oh!
Emitting it is all it does now.
Oh! We got our shit together. Our shit has been compressed. It is together. I get it now.
As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Alright, well, I guess we'll just
The material
start the
appears
inspection.
to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
They aren't just boots. This is the armor he was stripped of.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
What kind of armor is that, exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Where's the rest of it? Scavenged by locals?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Understood.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form. Ageless
Material looks out of
and
place here.
synthetic.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
What are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Ching, baby! Nod to the boots.
By catching, do you mean, let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
What was that about the constabulary before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit the lieutenant in a conspiracy.
This constabulary is dragging their feet. Why not start ourselves before more good men die?
So they don't get shot in the foot? I think our extremities are fine without the dead man's boots.
Yeah.
Oops. Well, no one said it would work. Back to detecting now.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay.
Initial report?
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until There are hundreds of them altogether. Like whirls of floorboards, the design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Easy brat. You should probably leave the boot where it is.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently, this is the reinforced kind. Air transport. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
Assuming dock workers from the harbor did it.
I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
No. You feel like it was something else. But what?
Makes sense. Believably mundane.
70% of the cases I get are just filling in the blanks on the initial report. This belt worries me.
How'd they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Wrenched to the buckle tying the belt to the branch above. Did they climb up using the kids' ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Art?
His corpse is marked by stars.
Mine be marked by
Alcohol and heartbreak.
That microelectronic system?
I have only a cursive knowledge of the science of cybernetics. I would not know if it were. But it's not quite complex enough, is it?
We're missing something here.
I agree.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Shit, Kuno! What the
An instant color camera.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
Oh, he was talking to the
I
kid.
have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Cool machine.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it? It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
I have it. Look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure, just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Tell me, who are you, dead man?
The corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that.
Because it looked like I had a high chance of success.
Who is he? He is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build.
The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench, eyes like a shark. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
His face and hands are pink. Eyes, too.
I see it. His neck, too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
Think he was upright after death? His hands, feet, and neck are discolored?
Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
Maybe he was strangled by someone.
Yes, there's always a chance we are wrong. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Thing is coming out of him.
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them.
Oh, I think that
The
was...
delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Oh, that was, the
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
bruises.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death.
Maybe.
He doesn't want to dwell on it too long.
But there is no breath to catch, only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
So, how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
The
I mean, we
cadaver
can look at his
slowly
tattoos
twists
again.
on the cargo belt. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso. If you want to re-examine the tattoos,
Yeah, we got the
looking
photo.
at the photo,
Preliminary's done.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
he doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Not sure asking help from the harbor is a great idea, considering, you know, they're the suspects. Well, maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch, that's a good spot to aim.
There, the buckle holds the belt together.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
And nothing, let him choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle loader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's test position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Try again, maybe.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
Oh, what now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Can't someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
And someone who's below detective.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
I can try to shoot him down myself.
It's bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks here. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't hit the victim.
Gonna need your gun for this.
They only have one gun.
Oops.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Officer, why do we only have one gun?
Say nothing.
The lieutenant follows suit. He finishes loading the gun in silence.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana poika. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
Pull the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
This is not going to end well.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
17%. We close our left eye first.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, slick, with the falling rain. The corpse slowly rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind, and your shoulders directing the gun sink up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Shut up.
Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Point the gun.
Do it! Set me free!
You feel as though it would be dangerous to set this creature free to roam about the cosmos.
Don't.
Do it!
Hey, pull the trigger is the composure? Point the gun back at the belt.
Intense shit, copper.
Fucker waved his gun! It wasn't intense, it was pathetic!
The lieutenant takes the gun carefully from you and holsters it. His eyes are narrow and he doesn't comment on your antics.
Fucking pussy didn't shoot shit, did he? Didn't shoot me, didn't shoot himself in the mouth.
Didn't shoot me. There is sincere disappointment on her face. This kid was expecting pandemonium and release from her mortal coil.
Okay, but what about the body?
We need to access the harbor and ask the leader of the Union to have it taken down. They have the tools, and they have men.
Ah, okay. Silly. Away. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I wonder.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Boxing for young athletes and gym. I wonder if there's any strapping young lads that want to pull that body down.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
Binat. Fortress Accident, SCA.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Slipstream, SCA.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
Who?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
Oh, sorry, I thought I was calling Slipstream SCA.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Who are you? Where are you?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Of course I care. It's just that I've been going through some tough time.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
No?
She doesn't answer.
You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Alright, goodbye then.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read. This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
You got that dude his keys back.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Did someone on your staff have put them in there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
You don't remember putting him in there. You were sleepwalking or in a fugue state.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Fair enough.
Yes?
Seen something here at the Whirling Gart. I think I need to talk about.
What thing?
I don't know. A sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union?
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
Let it go. We're above gratuitous baiting.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
Damn, game.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
Maybe something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that.
That's in like 15 minutes.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Another thing. Great. Yes?
Bye. Alright, well... It's 10 o'clock. Gotta work tomorrow, so maybe we'll just wrap it up here. I think we made good progress. We have pants. We have gloves. We inspected a body. We're on the case. A lot of quests to do. Yeah, we got
An
the
intricate
photo
web
of tattoos.
blue lines. It almost looks like the electronic patterns for you to discover. Someone close to the victim might know. Someone who knows.
Gotta keep that in mind. So, alright, well. Oh, wait. We can level up stuff. Ooh. Now what, 2 skill points? Maybe? Let's see, we did a psyche talent. We'll do logic. Bonus to logic. And what else do we get? Volition, hunches and gut feelings. Empathy, authority. Pop culture. 2 more suggestions. 2 hunches and gut feeling. Cool. We're boosting our intuition across the board. Okay, well, we have a menu. Oh, here we go. Save game. Good deal. All right, well, that is going to do it for the week. So yeah, we've got a whole bunch of new games we're starting up. Come back this week, where on Tuesday we shall continue on with Final Fantasy X-2. Wednesday we may or may not have a stream. If we do have a stream, we'll play a few more rounds of Orcs Must Die. Friday, once again, we will continue on with Romancylvania. Oh, and it's Valentine's Day, so, you know, be sitting at home playing video games. Saturday, we should wrap up Mario 64, and then we will return to this murder mystery on Sunday. In the meantime, have a lovely Monday, Beej. Enjoy your Super Bowl winnings, and we will see y'all next time. Hey, that was fun now, wasn't it? Did you like the part where that thing happened and I was all, well, you know. Anyway, thanks for watching the stream today. Whether you were in on the chat or just lurking, I hope you had a good time. I play a variety of games, so come back another time to see what I'm working on next. You can also join my Discord to get announcements on what I've got coming up, or just hang out and chat. In any case, that's it for me for now. Thanks again for watching. I hope you come back another time, and until then, have a great day.